Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first official Burping Contest episode here on the brand new It's All Knee Burps YouTube channel, the number one spot for all of It's All Knee's burping content. Moving into the future, It's All Knee and Burping Contest made a movement and everyone wanted a channel. So here it is, the debut episode, and I am more than honored and more than happy to have my buddy Tommy from the old UK back on the channel. Well, back with me, first time on It's All Knee Burps, first time on Burping Contest, but just excited to shoot the crap with my homie from across the pond again and see what this dude can do. I'm always about giving opportunities to people that I connect with and my friends. He's never done a burping contest before, and I want to preface this by saying that I don't pick people that I feel like I can beat. I pick people that I have great rapport with. It's never about picking an easy opponent because I have no idea what this man is capable of. No idea. He can tell me one thing, but he might be surprised because there's times where I've been surprised and there's times where my guests have been surprised. So you never know. So just want to throw that right out there at the beginning of all of this. This is not to give myself a dub on the first episode here on It's All Knee Burps. This is just, it's always about community and coming together with people that I have a great respect for. And Mr. Tomas was my number one selection moving into Burping Contest here on It's All Knee Burps. Sir, welcome to the channel.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me, man. I think the last time we done a recording together, I tried the burping and it wasn't very successful. So
yes,
we'll see what happens.
But you never know. That was like almost 2 months ago.
Yeah,
now,
I didn't have any fizzy drinks.
Yep. So. And you were feeling ill at the time.
True. Yeah.
You never know. I have no idea how I'm going to perform. This is the earliest burping contest I've ever done in my life. Now, Tommy and I have a 6-hour time difference. He is 6 hours ahead of me. So currently right now it's 10 after 11 in the morning for me.
Yep.
And for you, it is?
It's 5 o'clock here, PM. So
yep. So this man, he's been awake.
I've a bit of time to warm up. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been awake. His vocal cords are warm. I've basically been up long enough to have a shower, have some coffee, have some breakfast, and then just relax a little bit, and then it's time to get down to business. So, I don't know. We're going to see what this turns out to be. So, before we get any further into this, let's go ahead and showcase today's Burpicola. And my option is Fresca. And I was asking Tommy before we hit record if he has Fresca in the UK. If they do, he's not aware of it. Fresca is made by the Coca-Cola company. It is a sparkling soda water. I don't know why they call it soda water, but grapefruit citrus is the flavor. It's a very crisp and sharp flavor. I've never had this in a burping contest. We'll see how it goes. And Tommy, what do you got?
I have gone for the Monster energy drink.
Yes.
Sugar-free, 0 sugar. It's one of my favorites.
Yes.
I drink quite a lot of these bad boys.
I believe on one of your Cullum Crew vlogs, you're out looking for stuff to grill on the beach, and your kids are like, "Gotta find that monster."
Yeah, they know me well. I do love a monster.
Yes, well, you and I both have a deep respect and love for the energy drinks.
Yeah,
it's
100%.
My gosh,
yeah,
unbelievable. They are a gift from God.
They really are.
All right.
I try to stay on one a day. I try to give myself one a day. But,
yes.
It's difficult.
And you work into the night too, so you need that extra go.
Yeah, man.
So one a night sometimes isn't enough.
Yeah. 100%.
All right, brother. As always, we always make sure for future guests that are on the show, never open your Burpicola until we're live on screen. So we want to make sure that everyone understands that there's nothing different inside of this than what is advertised. So let's go ahead and crack open these Burpicolas and see how they taste.
Here we go. Hope it don't fizz.
Yeah. Just explodes everywhere. All right, brother. Cheers.
Cheers.
Mm-hmm. That's nice.
Oh, I can feel a burp coming already. Oh. Oh man. I thought
I remember telling Gert when he was on, I was like, it's a whole different situation when you have to burp on camera.
100%.
It really is. It's like when someone calls you out and you were not ready for that and you don't know what to say. Your body's like, wait.
Yeah.
What? You want me to do what?
Yeah. It's a different kind of pressure, man. It's not easy at all.
It is.
For anyone who's watching, it is not easy.
and
Wait,
there it was.
Little one.
Yeah. See, and that's what's so great. Sometimes you learn that some of these energy drinks or these sodas or whatever, they're growers, not showers. Your Monster right now is a grower. And Dr. Pepper for me is a massive grower. Like you let that sit in your gut for a little bit, you're gonna get some ammo.
I can feel something happening. Oh man. Oh man.
Oh man.
Your reactions to your own burps are hilarious.
I'm so disappointed in myself right now.
It's okay, man, because the more you get in your gut, the more air you're gonna have. And
I hope so.
Yeah, and like if there's any advice that I can give, which isn't much, don't force it. Just let it come. Like you said, you feel it, and that's when I start to do the burping dance, where I just start to move around and just kind of move yourself, open up them airwaves and all that stuff, and you might be surprised. All of a sudden, just pop. The way that Tommy and I connected was from our Squatch Iowa documentary, Haunted Iowa documentary, basically our Bigfoot stuff. He found our documentaries and he'd watched them and been following us for a handful of years and reached out and asked me to be on his paranormal podcast. And so then I was on there as a guest. That a boy.
Sorry, man. I had to.
No. Let me know, dude. I'll stop and give you time. I will give you the full stage.
I just had the moment, and I had to because it might go, and and it was.
That was good. It had some propulsion to it. See, you start talking, you get your mind off it starts to work. We connected on his podcast, and we are also huge Vikings fans together. So yes, rep the Vikings. And we've just talked about a lot of different things and everything from faith to conspiracy theories to just the crazy things that are going on in our world today. And one thing that's going on in the United States right now, which is really crazy, is we are seeing these random objects in our airspace that are being shot down. And not just in the United States airspace, but also Canada's airspace. And China has talked about stuff in their airspace. Really weird green laser lights coming down and like scanning Hawaiian islands, like just really weird stuff. Also, something that's not being reported in the news right now here in the US is in Ohio, there was a massive train derailment carrying, I hope I get this right, liquid vinyl chloride or something like that. But apparently it is an extremely toxic liquid. And when this train derailed, it exploded. And they had to evacuate this town called, I think it's East Palestine, Ohio. And they evacuated the town because they are likening it to Chernobyl and the Chernobyl disaster. And there's literally pictures of what looks like, and it's not, but it looks similar to like an atomic plume. It's blowing up into the sky, and it's literally creating this just dark atmosphere of clouds. And there's been videos shown from people that are there, and they're saying, they show the sky, and they're like, this is not nighttime. It's just the plume in these just really weird dark clouds. Now, it's not being reported. And the one reporter that went live to talk about it on air got arrested. Yeah, got arrested. And the city officials of this town have been tweeting out and telling people like the air quality is fine, the water quality is fine, but yet people drinking the water are getting horrible side effects. People going outside experience burning eyes and difficulty breathing. People's pets have just dropped dead randomly. But the officials, the government officials in that area are telling them the air quality is fine, the water quality is fine, all of this stuff. Now, since this one in Ohio happened, another one happened in South Carolina, same thing, and another one happened in Texas, the same thing. All three trains were carrying highly toxic liquid that derailed and are now causing catastrophic atmospheric conditions, including acid rain in some of these locations. So there's the United States update on what's not getting reported on in our news today.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
So I've heard little bits, but I've not, as you say, it's not been on the news.
Nope.
That's crazy, man.
Mm-hmm. As we always say with anything we talk about, take it with a grain of salt. Do your own research. It's never what we say is gospel. What we say is exactly what's true and what's happening. It's just based on research that I've done and we've done on different topics.
And that's happened 3 different places.
3 different places.
And it's a mistake every time.
Yeah, I think they said the one in South Carolina or Texas, I can't remember which one, or maybe it was Ohio. They said that the derailment was caused by an unmanned vehicle driving on the train tracks. What? That's what you came up with? So my belief is that these derailments are not actual accidental derailments. They are on purpose.
I mean, that should be front page news. That should be everywhere. I know there's a lot of stuff going on now. It makes you think, is that sort of something to keep you looking away from that? Who knows? What the other stuff that we're seeing?
A little airy.
That was powerful. Yeah. And I was even this morning there was a program on in the UK where it's just like it's mainly aimed at women. This show, it's like a group. It's called Loose Women, and they just talk about stuff. Yeah, I shouldn't be watching it really, but I was watching it briefly. I was
that title.
But even they was talking about this and the fact that they feel like something that the talk of the UFO stuff is a distraction from something else. And I found that very interesting that even they were talking about that. And that's just quite a big show in the UK.
Yeah, wow.
And I found that very interesting that they was talking about that.
Yeah, and had the balls to say it like that too.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, wow.
Good morning. Stop. Thank you.
Got nothing so far. Got nothing so far. Come on.
Take another drink. Take another drink. And really gulp it.
Oh, man. Taxi!
Yeah, check, please.
I'll get the check.
And oh, there we go. And I like that one. That was good.
I like that one.
Yeah, that was good. That was a growler. See, it's when I start talking, you get your mind off it.
Yeah, you can feel it. And I'm
That's
just
right.
gonna, once I get that opportunity, I'm just gonna let rip.
That's right, man. Absolutely. And I'm gonna keep a look on your face too, because a lot of times you can see them building up.
Yeah, you can see it coming. Yeah.
Thinking about it.
I've still not done any impressive burps.
Yes, you have. I disagree. I disagree. But I think we do need to chug some more.
Yes. That's good, man.
Ooh, that is sharp.
Wow.
Eyes are watering. Ooh, I told you this stuff is sharp, man.
Impressive, man.
Holy crap. By the way, folks, I am sorry about being completely blown out. This window is closed, but apparently this lighting, I need to figure out a new situation for my lighting in the future. But for now, whatever. You're just here for the burps anyways. Let's to be honest. I just want you to tell me about yourself a little bit. Like growing up, like what were your dreams, your aspirations? Like what is your dream? Like what, if you had your dream job, your dream scenario, your dream situation, like what does that look like?
So my dream job situation now would be to be able to just completely content creating full time. That's all I do. I mean, it pretty much is, but I do work in the evenings. I go off to work. I'd love to be able to not do that and just fully focus and on 24/7 on the content creating. So that's the podcast, YouTube stuff. And I pretty much do that anyway, because when I'm working, I'm work, but if I'm not working, that's pretty much what I'm doing. So that's the dream. That's the goal now.
And you do really, really good on social media. Like that's
Thanks,
one thing I have the ability to a degree, but I don't know, like I can see where you shine, and you shine really brightly on social media. And your social media presence, it shines brightly. And that's a huge positive because it grips people. And you're willing to try new things. Like I noticed that you're trying the reaction videos.
Just started doing that.
TikTok, I think, right? Or Instagram?
That was Instagram, that is. Yeah, Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
that's quite a new thing.
Yeah, that's just like, that's something that I would never do. And you're doing it. And so like hats off to you. It's obviously a trend. Like it happens on the internet worldwide. So you're keeping your eye on those things and thinking of ways that you can, involve yourself in that. And you hustle, man. And like, I don't know, like, is your day job, is it pretty taxing on you? Is it like, what do you do exactly?
Not really. So I work at like a warehouse, in a warehouse environment, but it's literally 30 seconds from my house. So
oh my gosh.
I literally, so I start at 7 in the evening and I leave at 6:59. And I can come home for lunch. Obviously, I can just walk home. There's often I'll be loading something onto YouTube or something, and I'll come home at lunch. And I say lunch, I work in the evenings. I come home for dinner and sort that out during my break, and then I go back. But I used to work in London, and I used to work 10-hour days, and I used to travel. It used to take me about an hour and a half each way. So it was a bit long days, and I don't think I could have carried on doing that and the podcast and the other stuff that I'm doing.
No.
So I've left that job. Obviously, I'm doing it. That was beautiful. That was impressive, man. So I left that to basically to focus on the podcast and stuff, and to be able to. I've obviously still got to make money, so I've still got to work somewhere. But thank you, man, about the social media. I'm always on social media. I'm always because I think that helps with the podcast and stuff. Obviously, it gets it out more.
You have to have a presence. You have to have a presence, and I think you do a really good job of. Well, obviously, like your podcast is pretty centric. Like we talk about this kind of stuff, which is a broad spectrum, but it all fits under that same umbrella. Where like my content on my original channel, It's All Knee, it's a very wide breadth of content. Ooh, there it is. Let's go, baby. Shovel on your gut.
Still not there though, but
it's okay. Hey, they're better than your very first one.
Yeah, I'm getting better.
That's right. I would consider, like, if I could travel I've traveled less. Well, I say that, and I traveled quite a bit last year. But like, if I was always on the road, my content would feel maybe more symmetrical. Where when I'm not on the road, it's like I do videos, or I'm sitting down in my office, or I'm showing things in my office, or I'm doing live streams with video games. And then I'll have like 3 weeks of travel vlogs because I just got back from traveling. And so it's like keeping my social media presence symmetrical is difficult. And so I have to choose the right things to put out there that I feel like would be something that someone would want to interact with or catch an eye. And obviously with the burping stuff, I don't promote that on my social media much because it's just like, that's not my audience on Facebook and Instagram. That audience is mostly on YouTube and the TikTok. I don't use TikTok. I use TikTok to put videos on, and that's it. I never browse it. I have no idea what it's like. I just put a video up there. People react to it. I laugh about it, and I move on.
I need to add you on TikTok. I didn't realize you was on TikTok. I've got to add you on there.
And I haven't uploaded anything on there, since like I'm going live. It was my very first live stream I did back in November, December, whenever it was. Just like a quick advertisement. But I have like, I don't know, 28 videos on there. They're the exact same shorts that I have from my YouTube channel are on TikTok, just trying to reach another audience. But handling that with my own other channel, as well as the CCPI channel that Seth and I take care of, as well as having a child, as well as having a wife. You know, like it's just a lot. For you, you're still working. Does your wife work?
My wife works, yeah. She's a school teacher.
So she's a teacher. That's right. We've talked about that.
Yeah.
That's right.
She works during the day and I work at night.
I think with what you're able to accomplish on your social media, to create a presence on social media, can continue that presence, as well as marketing your episodes, continuing to bring fresh content and create content with your family, spend time with your family. Like, dude, a lot of people would look at it and be like, gosh, dang, this man has got his hands in a whole lot of different pots. And you do, but it doesn't seem like it's killing you. And that's how you know you're doing something that you enjoy.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, for sure. If I didn't enjoy doing the podcast, if I didn't enjoy doing the YouTube stuff, I would struggle to do it. I think I couldn't force myself to do it, but I do love it. So that makes it easier.
Yeah, it does, because even when I was still working full time, when I first started this, I was at a desk job in corporate America that I hated, and I was mildly depressed and anxious every single day and just not myself. And I rediscovered my creative passions and decided to chase after it. And I would work, 9.5 hours, come home, I would eat, I'd work out, and then I'd edit for another 4 or 5 hours. And then I'd sit down with my wife for 30 minutes to an hour every night and then go to bed and repeat the process. I think the Lord was kind of testing me, like, how badly do you want this? What are you willing to give? What are you willing to sacrifice to get that dream? I mean, I'm very blessed. My wife has a great job and is able to support our family completely on her own. So if you're out there and you're single and you're able to marry a sugar mama, do that.
That's it. That's the one.
It does pay off.
That's the way, man. But I've got to say, I love all your stuff, everything that you do. And you've got a wide range of things that you do. And I think that's great, because you're not in one box. You can do the paranormal stuff, you can do the burps, you can do the travel vlogs. I love it all, man. The video game stuff. So I think that's great that you're not in a box. You can literally do anything.
I appreciate that, man. And that was always my goal with YouTube, with my original channel, was to create something where someone could go and find at least one video that they enjoyed. You might not like everything. Like, I know there's a large portion of my audience on my original channel that is not a fan of the burping stuff. Like, I know that. But I also know there's a large portion of my audience that's not it's a niche. You know, like, my wife doesn't like it. But surprisingly, my mother thinks it's some of the best content I ever create.
It's a skill.
I guess. It's funny because, like, people always ask me, like, how do you do it? And I'm like, I've always been able to do this. it's just something I was born with. I guess
But it's different doing it in front of the camera. That's the real skill. Because I can burp, get out of the shower, I can burp, whatever. But now it's not in me. I can't do it.
It is intimidating. It really is.
It is.
And I want everyone that watches these videos that says, bring me on, bring me on, bring me on. Let me show you how it's done. It's not that I'm not against that. I'm just not there yet with where I want to go in my channel. But like this, it's not a joke, man. Like there's been so many people, like the very first person I had on, Christian Klemp, I knew that dude could burp like crazy. And it's not that he didn't show up and show out, because he did, but it wasn't at the same level that he expected it to be. Same with Gert. Gert was like, what is going on with me? That dude can belch like crazy. Just when you hit the record button, it's a different world. I don't know.
Pressure.
Now I feel like I have to do it again.
I'm still waiting for my big.
That was okay. My pop exploded in my face. And it's all over my pants. Have you always been a creative dude? Like, is that something that, like, did you have like a big imagination when you were a kid?
Actually, yeah, since day one. I've always loved entertaining people as well. So me and my brother, we used to put on shows at Christmas, like if families were around. We would rehearse a show, just me and him, and just stop the party, and everyone watch us because we're doing a show. So that's the first sort of that we started doing, and then I started getting into making films. So we got a video camera, and me and my mates on a Saturday we'd literally make a film.
Yes.
It could be about anything.
Yes.
And that was another big thing that we used to do. So I've always been interested in entertainment. And then I went to university and done acting. I've been in a few films as an extra. Done a bit of extra work. I've been a banana on telly. You
say that again?
Yeah, I was a banana on telly. That's why I dressed up as a banana. And it was on BBC Two in the UK on a Friday night. And I thought, nobody's going to be watching this. This is going back about what? So this is probably about 15 years ago now. Maybe even longer than that. Didn't get paid for it. It was just a day's work at this. It was filmed at a hospital. Beautiful. And I had to dress as a banana on BBC Two. You can still see it. It's on YouTube now. It's called Balderdash and Piffle, the program. I don't know. It's a program about words. It was a weird program.
Okay.
Go bananas means, as the OED has it, to go crazy, mad or wild with excitement, anger, frustration, etc.
But I thought nobody's going to see this because it's like, even though it was on Friday night, 8 o'clock, whatever it was, I think it was.
Prime time.
And I went to football practice the next week, and one of my mates went to me, really random, but was you a banana on telly last week? I was like, yes. I've made it. So I've always been into that. So I started stand-up comedy. I used to do stand-up comedy.
Bro, let's go.
Yeah. So I used to, before COVID hit, I started my own comedy nights, and that was a direction I was going to go down, doing comedy nights every week. And then sort of the COVID hit, and it sort of stopped that. But I always wanted to do the podcast. That was always the big dream. So that's why that's sort of taken center stage, if you like. That's what I'm really. So yeah, I've always been into entertainment.
My mind is blown. That is so awesome.
I was a banana on the BBC too.
That is so awesome. We have more in common. Like, because I mean, I've been on TV.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Yeah.
And it's a heck of an experience.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Like ridiculous.
Doesn't matter what you do on telly, even if you're just on it for like a second. It's a great feeling.
It is, man.
It's me.
Absolutely. I remember when I was a kid, we have the huge Iowa State Fair every summer, and one of our main news stations in the area always broadcast live. And we would always, whenever my parents and I and my brother would go to the fair, we'd always go watch them live broadcast. And I remember my brother and I got to sit next to the meteorologist as he was giving the forecast, and we were on the nightly news sitting right next to him. And then we were on advertisements periodically throughout different years.
Oh,
And then
awesome.
as kids, we're like, holy crap, like we were on TV. And like no one outside of Iowa saw it. And no one knew who we were unless they knew who we were. But like that was just like, holy crap, we were on TV.
Yeah.
What in the heck? So then like the very first time like I was actually requested for a show, that was nuts. And I was like, what life am I living? And now I've done, 5 or 6 different TV shows and things. And it's just like, you never know, man. You never know where you're going to go.
Yeah, 100%.
Woo, there it was. I like the little subtle point.
Blows me out of the water. Just showed me
my gosh.
what it's all about there.
So in the midst of all of your working and your podcasting and your social media, what hobbies do you like to partake in?
Oh, interesting. I love my sport, obviously, you know. Skull.
Yes, football and football. You like both?
Yeah, both footballs. Yeah, love both footballs. I'm quite into basketball as well. I like my basketball. I like all sports really, but mainly football. They're my main 2 big ones. Yes, brother. Yes, brother. Yes, brother.
Yes, brother.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my breakfast is coming up.
Can I ask, has that ever happened before where you've actually been sick? Has that ever happened? Have you ever made yourself sick doing this?
Like throw up?
Yeah.
Oh, I've thrown up in my mouth.
Yeah. That's another fear that I've got.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's only been one person on a burping contest episode that's had to get up and go to the sink, and that was my father. He burped so hard he threw up a ton of Coca-Cola and had to run to the sink to excavate it.
Dangerous game, man.
It is. And that's why I've always tested like doing this on an empty stomach compared to a full stomach. Or like like today I didn't have much for food. I had just a couple of keto waffles and some bacon because like I don't want to have something super, super heavy. And then I chased that with some water just to kind of help break things down. Because there's been a lot of times, especially I think one time I had Taco Bell before I did a burping contest, and it was just burping taco up constantly, and it was disgusting. It was disgusting. Are you a gamer?
Yes, yeah, I love video games because I know we're very similar. I started with the Nintendo, the SNES. Do you call it that over there?
The SNES, Super Nintendo.
That's it. So Super Mario, my first, and still love now. Love Mario. That's what really started me off. Yeah, that was my first.
The music, the atmosphere, the animation style, dude. It is a work of art.
Yeah, it really is. I had it on the SNES, then I had it on my Game Boy.
What was the console when you were a kid? What was that one console you're like, I have to have that?
Oh, I remember it was the Nintendo 64.
I figured, because you and I are literally the exact same age.
Yeah. Diddy Kong.
So I figured it was the N64.
GoldenEye. Oh, man. Them 2 games back in...
Yeah, dude.
I remember the buzz of getting that.
Oh, my God.
My dad got me one, and it was just the best.
Unreal. Seth and I had saved up enough money to buy the Super Nintendo. And then the Nintendo 64 came out, and we didn't get it right away. Well, we were trying to sell our Super Nintendo because we wanted to be able to buy the Nintendo 64. Without us realizing it, our parents made the sale of our Super Nintendo, bought the Nintendo 64. Woo! See, there we go, homie. Boom! But yeah, they bought the Nintendo 64 and a bunch of games. And we had a family Christmas the next day. So like, hey, we're going to have Christmas tonight. And we're like, oh, okay, cool. Like as a kid, you're like, whatever, I just want to open presents. Yeah. We come down and like they gave us like a pair of jeans or something like that. And we're like, okay, this is cool, but like whatever. And then we open it and it's literally Nintendo 64. Gosh, they got us Donkey Kong Country or Donkey Kong 64, WCW NWO Revenge. Gosh, maybe Super Mario 64, I believe. And dude, like, it was just one of those things. It's like, how am I lucky enough to have this console in my house? Like, because I never grew up with money. My parents were not super rich. We always got by. We always had what we needed, but we always made sure that we just had what we needed and not too much. And so to have like a top of the line thing was like so mind blowing. And then you're going to Christmas and you're telling your friends and your family, like, yeah, I have a Nintendo 64. And they're like, how? How do you have a 64?
Yeah.
Like, it's insane, man. And still to this day, like, it's one of the greatest consoles ever made. It's just phenomenal.
I wish I still had mine. I really do. I think something happened, especially to our generation. Something happened where we all just wanted the old stuff back. I mean, the new stuff's good, don't get me wrong. I haven't got a PlayStation 5 yet, but I'd love one.
Yes, I haven't burped in a while. And I feel like I'm stalling out. And you're catching your traction.
I'm starting to feel it. Yeah.
Good. That's awesome.
You can go.
Yep.
There we go. You can go. There we go. You can go. There we go.
There we go.
Oh boy.
Holy crap. You know what? I think I'm going to switch to water for a second because it's getting real acidic up in here.
Making it look easy, brother.
Wow. All right, let's give the folks some burps. If you have, do you have any more liquid?
Tiny bit, but I can actually feel the.
It's building up.
I can feel it building up. And then he does that. There's me thinking I'm getting somewhere, and then you do that. Not too bad.
That would remind me of one of the Burpicola burps from Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
Where they're in that room and they're just burp, it makes you fly.
They're flying out. Oh, that'd be awesome. That one hurt a little bit.
Oh.
That last one.
Thank you for saying that. No, because it's true, man. Burps can hurt. It can get so uncomfortable sometimes, man.
100%. Yeah.
Like, my goodness. I'm going for some more. I just hear your little efforts over here.
Yeah. It's that chick, isn't it? It's that little puppy trying to bark.
Oh my gosh.
It can be hard work. Oh yeah. It can be hard work. Oh yeah. It can be hard work. Oh yeah.
It can be hard work.
Boom!
Oh, I feel so much better.
Wow. That's the winner right there. That's the winner right there.
My whole stomach just emptied out. Oh man, I feel like exhausted after that.
Probably didn't even hear that on the mic.
Oh, I did. And like your little shoulders just like.
I should have got some fake burp sounds ready so I could just fake it a little bit. But
hey, you got your phone next to you. You can pull it up on YouTube.
Yeah, and get some burps.
But you know that's what's great about these things is it exposes our strengths and our weaknesses.
Yes. I'm never going to be a burping champion, I don't think.
I will say. Currently, I don't know how far. I'm over halfway through 2 quarts and 3.6 ounces. It's a lot of soda.
That is fair
We're
play,
not
brother.
done yet, but you've only had a 16 ouncer.
Yeah.
So
I had a can of Coke before we spoke as well. So I should be.
You're like, I should.
Come on, man.
little firecracker there at the end. Well, I'm gonna take another drink here. That might have been my favorite.
But I'd love to have you back on the podcast soon to talk more.
There's plenty to talk about.
100%. I also want to say congratulations to you guys, the newest member of the family, the baby girl. Congratulations to you all, man.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, little niece Jo May was born, the 11th, 12:05 on February 11th. That's my brother Seth's baby. So Seth, Kaylee, and Maylee now have Seth, Kaylee, Maylee, and Joe. So that's awesome.
Congratulations.
I'm afraid that we're going to cut this off, and then all of a sudden you're just going to start firing.
I know. That's probably going to happen.
Not going to happen. You're going to be walking through at work tonight just ripping.
Yeah. I've given it everything. In this, hour and a half, I have tried. But it's hard, man. It's hard.
Man, there was enough there for me. The last thing I want is for someone to come on and not burp once.
Yeah, that would be bad. Yeah.
And it's all about, because we'll do this again. And
100%, man.
You'll get better and better, So, and then hopefully next time we do this, I will have my little.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
My little
so
son.
Anytime now. Anytime.
Awesome
stuff.
And who knows? By the time this premieres, honestly, I will. Actually, I don't foresee getting however many more subscribers I need on It's All Knee. So by the time you're all watching this, I will have a son. And if I don't, I'm very worried. He's very late.
Come on, man.
Yes. Well, I guess
you all, man. Awesome
if I was going to spend Valentine's Day with anyone but my wife, it might as well be Gingerbeard Man, Tommy Cullum from the old UK. Cheers, sir.
Cheers to that, brother.
Yes.
100%. Thank you very much for having me on. It's an honor, man.
Truly an honor for both of us. Let's see if we can't get one or two last sayonara burps.
That hurt as well.
I'm sure it sounded like it hurt. This laughing is taking all of my fuel away. Oh.
No, that was not too bad.
There it was. Oh, that was nasty.
That's my new hat. Yeah, that's the Tommy Cullum pillow.
Yes.
That's the hat. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is gorgeous.
You can't have too many hats. Too many hats. Too many hats.
Too many hats.
Is that another hat? I'm like, yes.
Yes. Another hat, absolutely.
100%. I haven't bought one for a week. I need another one.
You need to do a video showcasing your hat collection sometime.
Oh man,
because I'm interested to see that for sure.
You could do that. I've got a big collection. Yeah.
Dude, absolutely. People would watch that.
Yeah.
I know I would. My brother would too. Because we both love hats.
Yeah.
All right, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for being a guinea pig, for coming in here. You've never been put on the spot like this before. I think you did great. Everyone else will also think you did great. Because really, we're all here for the burps, man. And we gave them the burps. And some really interesting conversation.
I tried to give him a burp.
Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you leave a comment down below. A lot of times we get time code comments for your favorite burps. Let us know your favorite burps. If this is content that you think other people that you know would enjoy, make sure you pass this around. Share the word. Let's get It's Only Burps climbing them charts, baby. And show this world that burps do matter. And It's Only Burps is here to stay. So thank you for joining us on the inaugural Burping Contest episode here on It's Only Burps. On behalf of Mr. Tommy Cullum, I am Jesse Olney of It's Only Burps. Sir, thank you again. I appreciate you, brother. Have a fantastic
Thank
night.
you very
everyone.
much, man.
Looking forward to speaking to you again on the podcast. And as always, it's all knee and no foot. And we will see you in the next one.